Good morning, good morning. Check this out. All right. Here's some words of wisdom for you. This is grandpa advice. I'm learning from my grandfather and also being a grandfather myself. I'm learning a lot from all the experiences with my grandfather, all the stages and steps that I'm going through with him, the ups and downs, the struggles of the reality of stress that comes with caring for an elderly. And granted, my grandfather's been doing really good for his age, right? But he's getting older. Each time I go over there, it just looks like he's getting older and older, and he's getting that little glossy eye look over his eyes, where it's like clear glass. His hair is getting thinner, which he has more hair than me, and but his head looks like it's shrinking. It's getting it's getting smaller. His frame, his build is getting weaker, and I look at him and I just think to myself, man, to see a loved one, lose their value as far as their body structure, not the value of the person they are, but just the person that they were to the person they are now and becoming and will get to, which is just dwindling down, sort of say, right? And yesterday I went by to just take some supplies to him, just talk to him, make sure he's okay, switch out the batteries in his camera so I can check on him from my house, so I can have eyes on the ground, make sure he hasn't fallen down or anything like that, because he refuses to move with me. So, and I just had a conversation with him, and I said, grandfather, or grandpa, I should say. I say grandpa. I say, grandpa, I wanted to talk to you about something. And he's like, I had his attention, and he just kind of, listened. And I explained to him, hey, I have this situation, what do you want to do? To this day, I try to give him as much decision making when it involves him, his life, his assets, or whatever. I at least try to give him the opportunity to make a decision. I can certainly make a decision behind his back, and he wouldn't know, or I guess could care less. But just so the weight's not on my chest and my shoulders, I still try to ask him, what do you want to do, right? And so I basically explained to him what I was trying to tell him, and he just looked at me and kind of like I'm looking in the camera, and he just said, okay, whatever you think is best, you decide. And it always feels good when he puts it back on me to some degree, right? Because I'm like, okay, I know what I would do, I know what I would want to do, I know what needs to happen, I know what should happen, for the most part. Okay, then I'll take it from here. And guys, men, women out there watching, if you're getting up there in age, I'm 46, so obviously I'm middle age, but it makes me think about the future. And I don't stress about it, but the reality is, going through the motions, the experience, it makes one think about their own life, right? And us getting to that point. And because I've had a glimpse into the future, right, dealing with my grandfather and the experiences and things to come, granted that I lived that long, those are bridges that everyone will cross at some point. Those are bridges that will come up, and that we're going to have to cross, whether we like them or not. And I'll do a part 2 video to this one, But I guess what I want to say is just hope that you have someone to care for you when you get older. Hope that you have a loved one who will make the right decisions and do the right thing at the end of the day, regardless if that's what you want to do or not. Hope that they have your best interests always, and that they care for you enough to include you in on the plan. So I'll do a part 2 video to this one, so I'll cut this one short. Until then, you guys have a good one. Adios amigos, take care, God bless.